Hey Ron, today, recently I've been doing a bunch of screenings and online assessments and interviews. And yeah, I kind of just wanted to go over everything I've done to prepare, you know, try to like predict what they'll ask, um, and stuff like that. I just wanted to share this right here. It's a list of questions that I would think they might ask during the interview, or during you know just a question they'll ask when you're applying for the job. For example, what is your greatest weakness? Times when you receive negative feedback, how did you respond? How do you handle setbacks at work, and how do you communicate with someone that's a bit lacking behind, or someone with less communication, things like that. I won't give you like my direct answers for every one of them. One, because it's personal, and you should have your own sort of answers and your own experience that you can try to if I had a tip, it would be try to link your answer to an experience you've had at work or something related like that. So you can give an example of like you don't just say this is how I'll do it. You kind of have to give an example of how exactly you did it. For example, how do you handle criticism at work? You'll be like, oh, one time when I was working at this job, blah blah blah, something happened, and then you describe what you did and things like that. They'll also, these are just behavioral questions, right? I think for the important, you probably don't need to spend too much time. I think you should. I was more focused rather. I mean, yeah, it's good, but I was more focused on like the technical question. For example, a technical question they might ask is, I mostly applied to platform engineer and DevOps, so they'll probably ask like, oh, what is CI/CD, and you'll kind of just have to like, oh yeah, so CI/CD is pretty much just involves creating an automated test suite such that whenever code is pushed to a repository, it's tested against the suite automatically, such so that it ensures that anything pushed to the remote repository does not affect or breaks any previous working functionality. So it just makes it a lot easier to address bugs and reduce the time taken to validate the developer updates. And then CD refers to the next step, where code will only be deployed and delivered if all the tests in the suite are passed. So yeah, this way all the changes that developers make are deployment ready, and they make the development process a lot faster and less errors through CI/CD. So yeah, stuff like that. And some questions maybe you won't know. So like, I think one of them asked like, what is a distributed database and how does it work? And I was like, oh, I don't think I've ever heard that term before, but I can make a good guess that it's like, multiple machines storing data instead of just a single machine. But yeah, I couldn't go into exact details of what it does, how it helps. So yeah, but yeah, don't be scared that you don't know anything, because at least the jobs that I'm applying for, like junior or intern jobs or graduate jobs, they don't expect you to know everything, right? But they do expect you to be honest and to be able to look for the answers rather than be like, oh, I don't know. They expect you to be able to solve that problem yourself. So yeah, I guess you have to find a way to show them that even though you don't have answers, you know how to get it, or you can make at least make a good guess based on what the already knowledge that you know. So yeah, as I said, I've been going through quite a few screenings recently. Maybe that's why some of my stuff, that's why I've been making videos on Bash, because I just haven't been learning as much on like anything else. But yeah, thanks for watching. Hope you guys find this useful, and see you guys tomorrow.